So our guest today, guys, I want to not get too far into the weeds here. Our guest today is John Massaria. John, and I'll have him fill his own bio out. But briefly, John started doing headphone mods and became famous for these mods that he was doing to some classic cans that kind of had some deficiencies in different areas, and he found ways to add things to them and add material to them, and then he would alter the sound and tune them a little better. And then he found out he could custom tune them if people had a certain preference or whatever, and he would specifically design stuff. And then he started making his own headphones, which I find fascinating and incredible. And he came out with the XTC line, and then he came out with the XTC2 line, which had bigger drivers, and they've been gotten a lot of praise across the industry. So I love that. I love the story, first of all, that you started out doing just small things and wound up doing big things. And maybe you can fill us in, John. How did you get your start in headphones? What was your gateway drug? Maybe that's a good place to start.
Sure. Well, it was the GH50 when I started to do reviews on HeadFi. I was just a reviewer, and I loved the GH50s. I thought they were great. And then, but they came out with the Magni is the first one I reviewed, and then they sent me a GH50, and I was like, wow, this is really good, but it could be better. So I did a mod on it, and then Kennerton, I sent the mod over to Russia. This is when we were friends in Russia.
Yeah.
Not that Kennerton is not our friend. I mean, Kennerton is a business. It's not, but that whole politics thing is terrible. I think we should all be doing business together, but they have a great product. Anyway, so I love their products. I love their wood. I love their stabilized stuff, everything. So I was like, I think I can make this better. So I did. And I was like, I think this really sounds good. And I sent it to a few friends of mine, and they were like, yeah, it really sounds much better. So then I sent it to Kennerton, and then Kennerton's like, we like this mod so much, we're going to do a production model on it. And they did the JM Audio Edition, or Jam Edition, I think they called it. And then I was like, I don't want any money, just do the mod and make it make two models, make one unmodded and make one modded. So that's what they did. And they did that for like 3 years. And then eventually I started doing Hi-Fiman R7s, which I still love to this day. The R7 has a lot of potential, and the R9. I went through 10 versions of that. The 10 versions of the R7, which is the Hi-Fiman, very cheap headphone, and then the R9, I did 10 versions of that. And then I started to perfect other headphones by them, the R10, which I think had a lot of deficiencies in it. And then I just said, you know what, I'm just going to do my own. So that's what I did. I developed my own drivers. I do 32, 64, 300, 520. Listen to this, Mike. Ready? Yeah. 720. I'm the only guy in the world who does 720 ohms and 936 ohms. I just made one for a customer. He's the first customer ever to get it. 936 ohms. And believe it or not, it's not that hard to drive. It's really not. Yes, really? Sir.
That's amazing. I'm like, what do you got? One of those wall of sound, like an Eddie Van Halen setup?
Yeah, even any decent amplifier will drive it. Now, when I put it on the Wells Audio V8, it's maxed. It's maxed out.
Yeah.
It just but like my Ray Samuels Apache, again, it's kind of almost at max. But the average amp that's made today, I think, like the KN Soul. That's not really average, but that's like 14. That's like a crazy amp. And then the B21 could drive it easily on medium, not medium, low gain. So and then there's a lot of dongles, like the Ray Samuels Apache. The Intruder, which is a little matchbox. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I think I have one here in my drawer, but it's a little match. You should try that. Let me tell you, he still has that. Let me see if I can find it for you.
I like this. We're getting a tour.
Yeah.
Show and tell.
Yeah, so this is like the desk one. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's the Apache.
Wow.
Well, the Apache's here. This is desk one, and then that's the Apache there. And then then this is like my rack. I don't know if you can really see it. So here I have, I don't know if you can see that. Have you seen it pointing the finger?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the Sony ES integrated amp, and I'm using this Insonics amp. So this works, and this is like a combo that you can get for less than 12, maybe 1,500 total,
Mm-hmm.
1,500 for the total, and this will drive anything on the planet.
Huh.
Then you got the Gustard, and this is just for show. I just use it for lights. It's not hooked up to anything. And then you have the Lure, and then you have the V8. I had a Manly here, but this is the Intruder.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, so that thing will drive your Accessoires almost.
Oh yeah.
Almost.
They're crazy powerful. Those things are crazy powerful.
Yeah,
They got a lot of juice in them.
Yeah, this is it. But that'll drive the 560s and the 720s and the 936s. So, yeah.